Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're watching me. My name is Victory and you're watching Victory Wiki. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the power of unity in a family and in a relationship. So the power of unity in a family and in a relationship. So it is good to have unity in whatever we do today. Okay, you hear some stories where um in some families, in some relationship, there is lack of unity. So there is, instead of love, instead of more love, instead of more happiness, instead of more peace in a relationship or in a family, you there is that, there is, quarreling, there is, nagging, there is fighting. So unity is really important in a family or in a relationship. Relationship before you get married, relationship in a marriage. So unity is very important. Okay. um because lack of unity can bring, can make a way for so many evil things, can make a way like for so many wrong things to come into your relationship. And so for example, if you are, let's say you are in a relationship, and you, in that your relationship, you are always having arguments with your boyfriend, with your fiance, instead of loving, finding a way to love each other, instead of creating more loving, hobbies, traveling together, finding things that makes you too happy, that will keep you to unity. Instead of doing of that, you guys just cheat on each other. You just betray each other, which is the lack of the unity in a relationship. So instead of cheating on each other or betraying each other, you need to create more loving, more loving program, more loving atmosphere that will bind you two, that will make you two more closer in a relationship. So, and in a family, the same thing as well. In a family, you need to create that unity, to make that bond too tight. Let's say in a family, you need to create a Bible time. You gather your family, you read the Bible, you pray, you dance, you watch movie, you travel together. You promote that, do it more often. In a you do it more often. You make sure it's always happening. By promoting that, you know things that will bring more happiness, more joy, instead of, it's sort of, let's say in a family, instead of driving your children away, instead of putting a, or bringing a toxic, or creating a toxic environment, or creating something that will drive your children away, or creating something that will tear you and your husband apart, or divorcing each other. No, in relationship, instead of um loving your fiance or your girlfriend, you guys are just cheating on each other. No, that's not it. So there is always something, there's always a way to always bring that unity in a relationship and in a family. So in a family, like I said, just it's all about finding balance in a family. Find that balance. I know that you will say, okay, that you are always traveling, there is business here and here, you're always busy, but just in a family, find that balance that will keep you guys unity, that will not create, that will not open room for toxic people, third party, third, evil friends, bad people to come into your marriage or come into your family. And maybe, let's say, to, let's say you hear a gossip about your husband, for example, or you hear a gossip about your wife. You do not even come back home to discuss it with your wife. You believed what you heard from outside, instead of coming home, discussing what you heard from your wife, discussing it home. You just believe what happened. Or maybe somebody gossip to you, somebody says something about your wife, or you're a wife, somebody gossip about your husband, you hear something about your husband, and you believed it, and you carry that energy, you carry that atmosphere, you carry that anger, you bring it to your house. Your husband, the same thing, he heard something about the wife, somebody gossip something about his wife, and you bring that anger to the home. And instead of you guys to discuss about what you heard about each other, or maybe what third party or what somebody outside the marriage gossip about you people, instead of discussing it, finding where it's coming from, finding who could say such a thing. Because of you heard a gossip about your wife, your wife, you heard something about your husband. Because of that, you guys are fighting, quarreling, divorcing. So that's not the way. That's not the way. So to that unity means, even if unity means, even if you hear gossip about your wife outside, as a wife, even if you hear gossip about your husband outside, you are not supposed to be angry. You're not supposed to carry that anger. You are not supposed to believe whatever you heard about your husband. You're not supposed to believe whatever you hear about your wife. After hearing those things, quite all right, after hearing all those gossip, you come back home, you discuss, find a way to resolve any issue. Okay, find a way to bring that, always create that unity, resolve issue before escalating it, turning it into divorce or whatever. And in a relationship, if you are you have if you're in a relationship, your fiance or your girlfriend is cheating on you or doing something, maybe you hear gossip about your girlfriend, or somebody told you something about your fiance, you just took it off from there. Is basically all about coming together, discussing what you guys heard about each other. That is unity. Unity is not believing what people said about each other. Maybe somebody said something about your girlfriend, someone said something about your boyfriend. It's not about believe. It's not by believing what people said, outsiders, third parties said about the couples. Is after hearing all those things, maybe outside the marriage, outside the relationship, you guys will just find a way to resolve whatever, any gossip that you hear outside, instead of taking it personal between the two couples. So unity is really really important in a family, in a relationship, as a young couple, as a newly wedded couple. You just find a way to you know bind yourself, find a way to be tight. You find your way to be loyalty between each other, between yourself. If you're loyal, if your husband is loyal to your wife, if your wife, you as a wife, you're loyal to your husband, there will be unity. If your girlfriend is loyal to her fiance, you as a fiance, you're a man, you're loyal to your girlfriend, your fiance, that there is unity. So unity is basically having that loyalty, that strong loyalty between you two. And you know that way it's is really important. That way it's going to last long. So having that unity in a family and in a relationship is really really important. So find a way to bind each other, find a way to have loyalty for each other. So I hope you love this video. Like this video, shares, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so whenever I post another video, you will be notified. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.